We are back. I know it's been a little bit, but we're ready to continue. We're in month 3, the Lone Moon. Let's go ahead and explore. Alright. Looks like we have a few new missions. Of course, being a new month, we have to have quite a few talks with people.
Hey there. We came from the territory of House Daphne. It's not easy to leave one's home, but it had to be done. Judith asked us so earnestly, there was no way we could have refused. We can trust you, right? I'd hate to end up just another pointless death.
Yeah, and that's something I didn't think about, is the attitude of the soldiers leaving to join us. Alright, Leonie, what's
Things have
going
gotten
on?
a lot more interesting since we've joined up with Judith, haven't they? Anyone who casually treats Claude like he's just some kid is not a person to be trifled with. I think Captain Gerald would have liked her. I hope someday I can be as strong, kind, and level-headed as her.
Okay, who's up here?
If we can
Ah,
suppress
Petra.
this Murden, we can invade into the Empire, right? I was in the Empire. Now I will be an enemy. I am having strange feelings. It is with ease that an ally turns into an enemy.
Unfortunately true. Very true. Oh, you know one thing I didn't check that I meant to? Did Judith actually join the roster? Yeah. Nope. That's okay. Doesn't look like there's anyone in the fighting arena.
Hi there!
Oh, there's Ingrid.
So, that was Judith. Just as I'd heard of her, she was an upstanding person. The same Daphne blood runs through my veins, and yet I feel as though I am nothing like her. I am but a phantom of what could be.
I'll
You
say
think
this.
so? Wow, thank you.
So I didn't know Ingrid and Judith would be related. They're not of the same house, not of the same area. I think that's pretty neat. Here we go.
I don't know where he recruited that man, but Claude's got an eye for great talent. I'm talking about his retainer, Nardell. I've only spoken with him briefly, but he seems to have a fair amount of both brains and brawn, with the skills to match. But there's something about him I can't quite place. Like I've somehow heard of him before.
I don't trust this Nardell. I really, really don't. Alright,
I'd
Catherine.
heard of the hero of Daphne, but that was the first time I've met her in person. She's the head of a prestigious noble family, just like Claude. The Alliance nobility is so odd.
Is it different?
Kind of, but I don't mean that in a bad way. You won't find such big-hearted nobles elsewhere. Plus, Judith can drink with the best of them. A woman after my own heart.
Okay.
Thanks to all that food from Judith, I'm full for once. I've got so much energy. Let me at that great bridge of Murden. I'll bust it down myself. Oh, but then how do we cross?
That is an excellent
Right.
tactical observation, I must say, about bridges. Some poultry.
I had an encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it?
Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol.
Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
That'd be hard. Yeah. I like how they interweave the stories. There's so much backstory to every character that you just don't take anything for granted.
The Great Bridge of Murden isn't just a bridge. It has the features of a fortress. I believe it was built for military purposes by the first leader of the Adrestian Empire. In other words, it's even older than the monastery. So if we occupy the Great Bridge, we'll have to search it from top to bottom.
Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Harvest. And of course, we'll cultivate right away.
Hey!
White trout.
Hey!
Lady Rhea is in the Empire, isn't she? We should hurry up and find her. So many people in the monastery and nearby towns are worried. I want to ease their minds as soon as possible, Professor. Let's work together to find her.
Deal. Okay, let's go ahead. Now they're doing Fistful of Fish. We have so much bait. Okay, I love it. Okay, let's keep it up. No. No. Oh, perfect. Sweet. Let's keep fishing. Let's keep fishing. Oh. We're gonna try for one more. Sure. I don't need all that much fish, I'll be honest. Now, if I hadn't gotten A+ on my professor rank ship yet, this would be a great place. Great holiday. But it's not. I'm now getting no reward other than the actual fish I'm grabbing. Really? Just a lot of blues in a row? Ooh, purple. Okay, now that was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. Alright, I think this will be my last fish for this little event. Excellent. Oh, I did. That's what I get for pressing A through everything. Oh. There we go. And it seems, I bet Bernadetta wants to talk to us now.
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Oh, that'd be awful. Just terrible. Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have to come out.
Alright. Let's see. I want to travel up here because I just realized I had sent someone away. And I want to see if they came back with any money. Obtain insect larva, obtain fertile seeds, authority improved. Okay, let's... Local specialties. That was what I sent them away with, so 9,000 back is not bad. And available travelers. Who will I send off this time? Let's go ahead and send him off. And then let's also make sure that we... What was that? Advanced seal. You know, I need another advanced seal, sure. And, yep. No. Okay. Now I've cleared out the western side. Let's also clear out the eastern side and then we'll go straight up. This is...
We can predict what the Empire will do. Fargus is our real problem. The Eastern Lords have joined forces and are warring with the Dukedom. But I've heard nothing about that conflict as of late. It's strange. I haven't heard much from my father either. I can't help but find this silence unsettling.
I agree with you.
So Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time.
Oh, I mean,
glad as I am that
obvious.
Judith told us. I wish we had known this 5 years ago. We spent all that time spread out over Fodlan, searching for the Archbishop and you. It was a mistake to abandon the monastery, to leave it in ruins. Now we're paying for that mistake.
Let's go ahead and increase that.
Okay.
Don't worry. Who is this?
Here's
New
an
soldier.
On the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgleys territory.
Count Burgles has held the position of Minister of Military Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current Emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgles looks to be an exception.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I was talking to some of the Daphnal soldiers earlier, and it seems that Judith has a weakness. But they wouldn't tell me what it is. I got the feeling they didn't appreciate the question. Pardon me for being curious. That said, maybe keep this to yourself. Not that she terrifies me to my soul, but I'd hate to get on her bad side.
I've been away from Garrick Mach for a while, but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, I'm going to start up business here again, so I look forward to your patronage.
Okay.
Hello there.
It's
This
gonna
one,
replace
yes?
my herring bait that I
think
up.
This one, yes?
There's really no reason for me to continue getting gifts at this point.
Return soon, please.
Welcome! Is
Let's go
that
and
the one?
purchase
Thanks a bunch.
another hex slot.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
I need to start
Is
making
that
sure
the one?
that
Thanks.
I have
Is
all the
that the one?
accessories I
Is
need.
that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
So let's actually take a look at our inventory. And I like that you have that. I like that you have that. Alright, you don't have anything on the side, and that needs to change. Yes. Okay, I'm happy with that. Does Ignatz really need this anymore? I don't think so. But let's make sure that he can survive. And in fact, you know, I've gotten a lot of complaints that I shouldn't be using Ignatz at all. I may regret this. Sure. But I have so many of these that I'll never really use. And with this, I will hopefully stop getting roadblocked for any weakness that he might have. So I really like Ignatz on the field. I love his rallies. Alright, let's actually take a look at his stats. I mean, he doesn't have anything amazing like Lysithea had with her magic attack. Everything is still very much average, but it should balance out. I wanted to take a look. Grant's attack, +5. And I'll also just double check on his equipped abilities. So we have our rallies. I feel like we can trade that out. And hitting them, that seal strength is pretty nice. We can keep our lethality, chance to instantly kill a foe when dealing damage, that he had from his assassination days. I'm just debating a few things. Hit +7, avoidance +13. Yeah, we'll keep that there. Okay, going back to our inventory for our golden deer. You have that, which is good. You have that, which is good. You have that, which is good. I think I need to buy more elixirs, don't I? Oh, here we go. Hard choice. I like the Brave Lance. I like the hand axe. I like the hammer. And I like the crescent sickle. Oops. Let's go ahead and trade this. I like the Hexlock shields better. I really do. Protection, hand resistance. Very nice. Okay. Dorothea is on our team, and she has a knowledge gem, which I feel that it could be better spent elsewhere. Go ahead and go with that. Alright, now that that's done, smithing stone. I mean, I'm not really hunting for the blues anymore, but I may as well pick them up.
Hey there.
Speaking of Leonie's gear, did I pass her? There she is. Oh, it's not something I want to repair right now. You know what? We're mostly good.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? Is this it? There you go.
And that'll be the last of our work.
Is this it? Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
I wish I could purchase more whoops. It's very useful.
Professor?
Alright, Hilda.
It looks like people are slowly starting to come back to the town. I guess they feel safe now that you and the Knights of Saros have returned. Peddlers have become more common too, so there'll be food and supplies available. After being run down for all those years, it's really becoming livable again. Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Let's see. A new merchant will appear. Which means we're definitely going to be doing that on our next journey. Okay. Now we just have our center group.
Hello there.
I see. Listen to this. If our plan succeeds, we'll arrive at the Great Bridge of Murden unscathed. The important part is what happens next. We're evenly matched in terms of military power, more or less. So if we can just launch a surprise attack... I'll give you that the bridge is basically a fortress. I wouldn't say we're at a loss, but we certainly shouldn't rest easy. But that's why you're here, Teach. No matter the odds, you're the wild card we need to win.
Yep.
The Aramid River separates the Empire and Alliance. It's the largest river in Fodlan. Sometimes it'll flood when there's lots of rain, but at least the land gets some extra water.
Oh.
5 years ago, but in the middle of all that chaos, she still had operatives watching. The hero of Daphnal's spy network is impressive. She shouldn't be taken lightly.
Let's see.
Right. The year 1185 is almost over. From next month on, it will be the year 1186. It's just a date, of course, but it feels significant. I hope next year is a great one.
Okay.
Really?
Let's keep moving back up. We are about done with the base floor. Hello.
Judith is a wonderful person. So strong and confident. Looking upon her, I am sharply reminded of my mother.
Does she act
Very
similar?
much so. Both brilliantly bright and positive, like a warm ray of light. I lost my mother long ago. I miss her desperately.
I bet. I bet indeed. Alright, let's raise our affection with her. Ah, Lauren!
I would like to believe that I've always made my own decisions. Even so, I cannot deny that some small part of me has always been aware of my father's wishes. Now here I am, concealing our plan, Claude's plan, from his sight.
You having second thoughts?
The strategy is sound, and I've consented to it. In this fight, I will finally stand upon my own 2 feet, independent of my father's influence.
Okay.
Professor? Since I'm originally from the Empire, it seems no one trusts me with any important tasks. Fine by me. Honestly, I bet they're watching my every move to make sure I can be trusted.
Probably.
I knew it. War makes people crazy, huh?
That it does. Let's see. I used to think it foolish to cover one's face in battle with a mask or helmet, but it actually may not be that bad. It means you don't have to look your opponent in the eye. Oh, he's not gonna like that. Oh, he did. There are no more notes. Let's see. Manuela and Hilda.
This is no good. Singing's okay, but...
All right. And really... let's take a look at the support that I have. Because there are a few people like Lysithea that I can't do anything about right now. But I think okay, she's the only one. Oh, and of course the S ranks, Manuela, Shamir, Marianne, Hilda, Leonie. How you doing, Sedith?
If Rhea really is in the Empire, then we must defeat the Imperial army by any means necessary. The people at large are just as concerned for Rhea's safety as we are. The sooner we can settle all our unease, the better.
Can get up to a D+ rank with our axe. I think I will.
There is still...
Oh dear. Let's just check his office, just in case. The urge to check for blue shinies sometimes is strong enough to compel. I feel like this exploration was less eventful than others, and I'm not sure why.
Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to?
Yes.
I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Okay. Next one.
The battle at Ael was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same, I wonder? Most intriguing. Yet it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. So much unknown. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Well, unless he had a way to suppress the crest, with his lack of knowledge of the crest and without any other sources of the crest to create a base against, it'd be really impossible for him to tell, I think.
Hearing that the Knights of Saros have returned, the monks have also been coming back. We still don't have enough hands here, but we'll use all that we've got to rebuild the monastery. Until the day that Lady Rhea is returned to us, we have to do all we can.
Hello, Annette.
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Murden. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago.
I don't remember.
It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. But now, we're fighting the same people who were our friends back then. Even Ash. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
And that's something I've decided. If we face Ash again, I think I'm going to put him down. I don't like it, but I don't want to have to run through every battle trying to hurry and complete the quest objective without facing Ash. Ah.
Legend says that pillars
Maybe
of
I'll
light
back
fell
down
and
once I
ravaged
actually
Ayla.
encounter it.
I was reminded of that when I saw it. Professor? Do you think those legends are true?
Yes.
Oh, I suppose you may be right. There's no way to be sure it won't. There are still so many things we don't understand in this world.
Just 2 more and we're all done with this and we can go on to the cookery.
Gwendol, whom we saw at Aelo, was once a renowned general known as the Grey Lion. And yet, as we fought him, it seemed like he was just looking for a place to die. Even if House Rowe, whom he served, is no more, he shouldn't have just given up on life.
And Dorothy.
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we? If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away?
Really? If something happens, will you keep me safe?
Okay. Yeah, I'm half wondering if I'll give up on that, because when I faced Ash, I just thought I couldn't do this. It might have been different with Ferdinand, because, well, I don't know. I related more to Ash. Not so much that I remembered, apparently. Okay. I still prefer the swiftfish crossing.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
All right. Today's special will be shared. Let's see. Ingrid and Annette, sure.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
I want to see if I can unlock any conversations, but I guess first, let's make sure that Lawrence and Marion get their motivations done.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
Okay, what's next? You know what? Have I had the two teachers dine together? Is there anything that they can both tolerate?
My apologies in advance for our boisterous dining companion, Professor.
Professor, please allow me to apologize for the unprofessional behavior of my colleague.
Okay, and have I had... Now, Hilda is supposedly Claude's second, even though she never acts like it. So let's see if I can get Claude... Oh, he doesn't like this movie. And Hilda together.
Thanks to you two, I get to sit down and enjoy this tasty meal.
A meal you can eat while listening to Hilda praise you is a gift all its own. Right, Teach?
Alright. So that finishes up our exploration. Let's go on to class. Okay, I think I'll still instruct outside of my house. Let's go ahead. Catherine and Shamir have received very little instruction. Let's see. Now, I could balance that out and she'd get normal, but I don't really want to. Could get her some heavy armor, she could become a great knight. Maybe she wouldn't in time.
You're too kind. Thank you for.
We got her all the way up to E+.
Looks like I'm.
Oh, whoops. We'll go ahead and raise that up
Let's
to
do
A
this
rank.
again.
Or B+
Technique never
rank.
difficult.
We'll raise her authority as well.
I'm finding my. Your praise is appreciated.
Just because I can get you up as well.
I'm finding my focus.
And Cyril, we haven't done much with Cyril for a bit actually. Spearing up to D rank.
Yeah. I got it.
That way
Feeling
he can
pretty
get some flying troops if he has to.
Oh, thanks, Professor.
Oh, I didn't mean to
I
do it
feel like
again.
I've grown up. I could have kept. Yeah.
Our dear friend Alois.
Oh.
Get your writing skill up.
See. Still.
Really, I feel like I'm just training the staff here.
What now? I suppose it.
Let's raise your writing as well.
Cool.
And Hahnemann.
Hi.
Oh, so close. Flane is our last. Now the difference with Flane is I would probably actually actively use her. At least if I wasn't doing a Golden Deer dedicated. Now she would make a great Grimmery.
I would like to.
Let's look at our group tasks again. Clearing. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's begin.
I have to ask.
I have a tactical question, Professor. Let's say you're leading an army and the enemy, whose forces greatly outnumber your own, has you surrounded. What would you do in that situation? Push forward, punch a hole. So we're greatly outnumbered, which means that the game then began. Well, actually, it depends on what we're holding. If we're holding something where we can hold something where we're greatly outnumbered, such as a fortress, bridge, something like that, then I would hold my position and save them off. I don't think I would really ever divide forces to carry out a true pronged assault unless we were surrounded by coincidence and we were performing an ambush. That would create a lot of confusion. But in most cases, I think I'd push forward and punch a hole in the formation.
Professor.
No. A bow knight would be decent. Would be excellent, actually. But not what I've been focusing on for her. Ignatz! Yes, we'll host a tea party.
Professor, I'm here. You have my thanks. This flavor is splendid.
Hey.
Yes? I get it.
He's more studious, although he never comes off of his conversation. He just looks studious.
Yes?
Nope. He also had a natural inclination towards authority, which is wasn't there.
Yes?
Oh, I don't know. He doesn't like plants, but it's the best one I have.
Are you sure?
Yep. Turns out I don't know Ignatz as well as I would think. That's okay.
Thank you for the
We won't even breathe.
Yeah. Good enough?
Oh. I expected better. I really did.
I didn't even know.
Now to keep polishing my skills.
Can't let this power go unused.
How best to use this skill?
Okay. Let's try for some certifications here. What do we need for you to become the Great Knight? Axe and heavy armor. But for this, you already meet the prerequisite. How's your axe skill? Just a D. Your bow skills, so you could become that. How's your faith skill? I really wanted you to become a heavy knight. And your reason skill, just an E. I mean, we could get that up, and you could become a Dark Knight, but we already have one of those. We may just stick you as being the Paladin for a bit. Okay, Lysithia. I'm very happy with where you're at, so am I with Ignatz. Raphael. Happy with where you are at. I'm really kind of happy with where most of my group is at. The only one I have a slight issue with is Leonie. I'm just debating whether or not switching her to bows, and I think I might. Alright. Oh, we have some support. It's their very first support together. I really should have improved that a while ago.
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone the moment you see them enter the room?
Hanneman, isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave? Besides, I could be sighing about any number of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive? It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait. I meant to say, the former noble.
I fail to understand how my birth is relevant to the topic at hand. I was merely trying to say that as a fellow adult...
You're not done lecturing yet? Leave me alone and go pester someone else. Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuela. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because?
Don't be so childish. You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild. Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better? Just because you keep your emotions bottled up behind your stupid stony face. Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time someone taught you.
Go on! If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try.
I'm sensing a real odd couple vibe from those two.
Ha! Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
I'm almost tempted to start putting one of them on the party and making the other back them up just to build that support. I'm really tempted. In fact, I might do that just on one of the throwaway battles. Okay, so let's see.